this looks pretty promising. Whoa, at $8.49 Canadian, P.F. Chang's chicken fried rice is the most expensive frozen TV dinner I could find at the grocery store, but is a microwave meal really worth almost $9? Let's find out. I'm gonna unbox it. I'm gonna cook it, hopefully without screwing it up. We're gonna try the fried rice, try the chicken, and taste everything together. Then, at the end of the video, I'll give you my final verdict. Was it worth it? And would I buy it again? So, get the microwave ready. Let's do this. All right, welcome back, fellow fans of grocery store food. We got the P.F. Chang's chicken fried rice, and this costs almost $9 Canadian. So I saw this at Metro. It was really expensive, and I thought, you know what? I gotta try this again. This is actually the second time that I'll be trying P.F. Chang's frozen meals. The first one I had was the beef and broccoli, I believe. Also very expensive at the time. I was not too impressed. It was mediocre. I didn't think it was worth it. So I'm hoping that this will sort of be an exception. I don't know, at almost $9, at that price, we're kind of borderline takeout prices. But anyways, let's unbox this. Let's get this going. Oh, so here it is here before it's cooked. Now, I don't know about you, but this looks pretty promising. I like the colors here. It looks fresh, it looks vibrant. Let's see what the first steps are. Here are the microwave instructions. There's step 1, step 2, and step 3. You can go ahead and pause that if you want to read it more carefully. But let's start off with this first one. We're gonna microwave on high for 2.5 minutes. No need to vent. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do that first and we'll be right back. Okay, so round 1 is done. We're gonna go and stir and then replace film. So here we go, we kind of get our first look here. Yeah, again, this is looking promising. I like the colors. I like, you know, you can see the carrots and the edamame and the rice and I guess a little bit of chicken. But anyways, I like this. It's looking fresh. It's looking vibrant, which, you know, those usually aren't words you use to describe a frozen microwave TV dinner. Okay, let me just give this a stir. Okay, I think that's good. I think I got it fairly stirred together and it's starting to look like fried rice indeed. Okay, so we're gonna cover this and we're gonna put it back in the microwave for 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so here we go. Let's put this back in the microwave for the final round. Okay, so while that's doing its thing, let's just quickly take a look at the box here. A closer look. P.F. Chang's home menu, and this is a white rice bowl with chicken breast, carrots, onions, edamame, and an authentic savory sauce. I mean, that sounds good. This looks good. There's the spice level. It is the lowest spice level, so even though I don't have a high tolerance for spice, I'm not too concerned. Stay in, eat like you didn't. Bringing you P.F. Chang's restaurant-inspired flavors at home. Here is the nutrition facts. Feel free to pause that if you want to read it more carefully. It looks okay, not digging the sodium. And here are the ingredients. Now, I gotta say, this is looking not bad. It's always a good sign when you recognize the ingredients. So yeah, the ingredients, I'm digging that. That's looking pretty good. Anyways, I think we've waited long enough. Let's check out the finished product. Okay, so here it is, fully cooked. Now, does it look like the picture on the box? You know what? It doesn't look as vibrant, but I gotta say, this actually looks pretty good. I don't know if it's coming across on camera, but in person, it doesn't look that bad. It kind of looks like fried rice you would get at a takeout place. And I like how you can see the veggies, you can see the colors, the orange, the greens. The only thing though is visually, the chicken, so here, you can see here, you got nice big chunks of chicken. Here, they're like these like little tiny, like look, you just get like tiny pieces of chicken here or there, but I do gotta remark this. This is a fairly heavy TV dinner, I gotta say. So even though it's expensive, $8.49 Canadian, I guess you get a lot of food. So here's the moment of truth. Let's try this. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna actually try the fried rice without the chicken first, I just want to kind of taste that fried rice on its own. So here's the fried rice. So there we go. Here we go. First bite of P.F. Chang's fried rice. Okay, so I have to say that first bite was actually pretty enjoyable. The rice itself, it's pretty moist, it's pretty tender. I would actually say that it is more like soft, mushy rice as opposed to kind of fried rice. Do you know how sometimes fried rice can be sort of crispy and nice? This is definitely not that type of fried rice. I mean, of course, it was cooked in a microwave. But yeah, it's more of that soft, moist, mushy type of rice. And the flavor is definitely there. I guess you can really taste the sodium as we saw. But yeah, no, the flavor is there. The sauce is nice. You could really taste that soy sauce. And, you know, it tastes like fried rice you would get at a takeout place, you know? All right, let's try the chicken by itself. So here's the start of the show. And again, big chunks of moist chicken. And here, just like tiny, looks kind of dry, and let's find out. Here we go. Here is the P.F. Chang's chicken. Okay, unfortunately, that chicken tastes exactly how it looked. It was tough, it was dry, it was flavorless. Yeah, not impressed with that chicken, but also I'm not too surprised. I mean, this is microwave chicken, but still, if the pieces were bigger, I'm sure it would be more moist. But when the pieces are this tiny, like that chicken is gonna be dry, it's gonna be tough, it's gonna be chewy and a little flavorless. But this is chicken fried rice, not chicken on its own. So let's do this. Let's do a bite with everything. Here we go. Fried rice with the chicken. We're gonna try this together the way it was meant to be. So here's the full experience, the full P.F. Chang's chicken fried rice. Okay, well, you know what? That bite definitely does taste better. I guess when you have everything together, the dry chicken is kind of hidden within that moist rice and you don't notice that as much. Yeah, it tastes pretty flavorful. But again, that chicken is very, very underwhelming. Okay, so what do I think about P.F. Chang's chicken fried rice? Well, first of all, this is a frozen meal that cost $8.49 Canadian. That is one of the most expensive frozen TV dinner I've ever seen. Now, I do gotta say, I think I mentioned this, I did get this at Metro, which is a bit of a more expensive grocery store. So I'm sure if you went to Walmart, or I guess, I don't know if No Frills sells this, but I'm guessing it would be slightly cheaper at a different grocery store. But the idea still remains the same, that this is a very expensive TV dinner relative to the other TV dinners. So does this taste good? Well, believe it or not, I would actually say this tastes good enough. If I was craving some Asian chicken fried rice and I had this in the freezer and I threw this in the microwave, it would scratch that itch. Besides that chicken, which is really, really unfortunately dry and kind of tasteless, the rice itself, it's pretty moist, very flavorful. I like the vegetables, I like that soy sauce, I like the other flavors that you taste with it. It is not a bland dish at all, and it's lots of flavor, very moist, and yeah, overall it does taste pretty good. But is this worth $8.49 Canadian? I'm gonna say no. It's not worth it, only in the sense that for that price, you can literally get 2, maybe even 3, maybe even 4 smaller frozen TV dinners that probably taste better. You know what? I almost kind of wish they ditch the chicken and you just made this a vegetable fried rice and sold it for like half the price. This actually wouldn't be too bad. Okay, so there you have it. Have you had P.F. Chang's chicken fried rice frozen meal? If you have, let me know if you agree or disagree with my thoughts. Maybe you liked it more than I did. And as always, I am the grocery store dude, and this channel is all about trying interesting grocery store food. You know, I review frozen microwave TV dinners, chips, frozen pizza, basically anything you can find at the grocery store. So feel free to subscribe if you want to see what I'm gonna try next. But anyways, that's all I got. I'll see you in the next video. And until then, enjoy these foods. In moderation, of course.